Hey guys, this is Kami Ken, and you need to be completely delusional, at least to some extent, to make it in comics. If you had a full knowledge of how much the odds are stacked against you in comics, I'm pretty sure most people would either quit or lower their expectations, because even I'm not fully aware of how much is working against me. I can only feel what I am experiencing on a day-to-day basis. How time is working against me, how money is working against me, how my own level of skill is working against me and slowing me down. And yet I still continue because I know that what is on the other side is so much more worth it than all the pain that I'm going through right now, that I just keep going. I don't really have any other choice, and I don't give myself any other choice. I know that one day something has to give. It's either going to be my body from all the pressure I'm putting it under, or it's going to be life. Life will have to give, and it will give me everything that I had been working for. But the thing about being delusional about your skill level, or being delusional about making comics or making a career in comics, is that it has to be balanced out with an understanding of where you actually are. And it has to be balanced out with a sharpness of intent, a sharpness of thought with regards to what's working and what's not working. Basically, when something works is when you succeed. But until that point where you get exactly what you're looking for or better, it hasn't worked. So your career in comics depends on your ability to pivot whenever something goes wrong. You have to be able to see what's working, see what's not working, and then change on a dime. Everyone has that project that they started on, their magnum opus project that they were hoping to make into this big thing or whatever. But if you commit yourself too much to that, and it's not something that people are biting onto, no matter how much you market it or put it out there, then you need to be able to pivot and basically dash that entire idea from your mind and start over with a new idea. This is everything that the manga industry is built on. And this is what people suggest to me in my comments every once in a while, where, oh, you should do one-shots. You should do short stories that will get people interested. And this is what I would do if I wasn't already creating Saintly. Because somebody said and is now paying me to make Saintly, saying that it was a financially viable project, I'm going basically all in on creating Saintly so that I can get it out there to people so that they would read it and it'll turn into something that is a financially viable thing. But if I wasn't doing that already, I would be doing one-shots and putting that stuff out there so that people can see different ideas that I'm working with and choose based on the likes, based on their response, based on the engagement, which idea is actually the most interesting that they would actually pay for. So that's the whole goal of making one-shots, to be able to have that ability to pivot. This is what I mean by the manga industry is based on that, is that if you have an idea that you're really passionate about, but it's not good, or it's not financially viable, either they're going to change it to make it commercially successful, or they're going to say dash that idea completely and make up something new. It always has to have those commercial elements that make it into a successful franchise before they'll even consider making it into a full-on series. And you have to have the ability and the skill to be able to continuously create that idea and develop the story and develop the characters. There's a whole slew of skills that you need. And I'll talk about that in a video coming up. But that is the idea behind being delusional. You need to be delusional with intent and with the ability to pivot on a dime. If something's not working, something's not selling, or you're not putting yourself out there in a way that gets people's attention, then you need to be able to change and do something else. Do something that'll work. That's probably the hardest skill for anyone who's working on a long-term project. Like with Air Rider, I would have been reluctant to cancel it in the past because I was so invested in the idea and making it and developing it into a full thing. The only things that would have saved it would be to create it faster, make the chapters and put them out there faster so that people can get a better idea of what it is. Or reboot it so that it is more palatable to the audience that would enjoy it and would want to support it financially. Those are the only options that I could see for making Air Rider into something that isn't just made for out of my love for comics. And that's where Saintly comes in. It is a demon chase horror action comedy about two best friends who have to outrun the demon loan sharks that they borrowed from. Basically, it's like Scooby-Doo meets K-pop Demon Hunters without the K-pop. And the story backs the main character into a corner where she has to decide between the hard path to success or lose her soul to the lure of easy money. And we get to see the ramifications of her choice, and if she can hide this deal with the devil from her friend, or if it will tear them apart. And I hope you read my comic in the description and check out the story. It should appear in your email inbox or your spam folder if you don't see it. But that'll be all for now, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.